Even as a teacher, Keith Ballard has walked to the beat of his own drum. It's exactly the kind of attitude that led him to spearhead 2 world music programs at the Sweetwater Union High School District, steel drums and mariachi.
Give you 3 and we're in. 1, 2, 3.
The latter now being one of the most praised in the country. But that's not how it started.
And I was the band director at Montgomery High School, and I saw all these kids sitting around who weren't in the traditional band program, like orchestra, band, choir. And I asked them, why aren't you in the program? They said, well, we don't like, that type of music. I said, what type of music would you like? And I heard mariachi, right? When I decided to take it to the school district, unfortunately, at that time, they didn't like the idea. They didn't think it was legitimate music, right?
Ballard is a fighter, so he wasn't going to give up. He says he got the support from the district's board president, Bob Grigo, who knew that in order for the students to be successful, there needs to be a connection. Around that time, 49% of the students were Latinos. By 2020, that percentage grew to 72%.
They said, we'll start the program at Montgomery Middle School, and if it's successful, we'll pilot it to other schools, and now it's at 13 schools.
Through the years, the fighting hasn't stopped.
Basically, the system was set up for a slow death.
ABC 10 News interviewed Ballard in 2014 when the program was in jeopardy because of restricting policies. And in 2017 when he had to ask parents for donations because no money from the budget was going to the music program. And again in 2021 when steel drum was on the chopping block.
I really don't like fighting. I like teaching and inspiring kids. But darn it, if I have to go to battle, I'm willing to take it on.
What fuels that fire? Well, it's not necessarily the music.
I don't particularly love mariachi music. I love what it does for the parents and for the kids.
The mutual love was apparent Friday afternoon as the Southwest Middle School music room was packed with students past and present along with their families. Everyone wanting to say goodbye and thank you on Ballard's last day.
I wanted him to know that we love him and we care for him. I consider him like family. He's been there, he's good, he's understanding, he listens, and he's an awesome music teacher. My son has a beautiful talent, and it's because Mr. Ballard taught him how to play the steel drum.
I come from a neighborhood where all they do is gangbang and graffiti and gun violence. Mariachi gave me the path. It gave me the direction.
As for the fate of the beloved programs, now that Ballard is retiring, it's in good hands for now. But as a music teacher, Ballard knows the arts are usually the first to get cuts, which is why some of the inspiring messages that decorate the music room are meant to spread a bigger message.
This is one of my favorites by Plato. I would teach children music, physics, and philosophy, but most importantly, music, for the patterns of music are the keys to learning. And I built those posters not for the kids, but for administrators, right? That said, hey, if our greatest philosopher said this about music, right? Confucius and Plato and Aristotle, it must be important.
Lindsay Pena, ABC 10 News.